inside of MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals meet in the NFC East. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led out by the veteran of so many teams. We don't have time to tell you how many teams. Man has got a lot of jerseys in his closet. It's Josh Johnson.
He falls into a category, Mike, of the ultimate journeyman. I just think it's a credit to him that he's been able to stick around this long in the NFL in a clear backup role. And it just speaks volumes to the presence that he has in the quarterback room. Now, he's not the guy you're going to give the keys to your franchise to and build your team around. But every time he is called into action, he seems to deliver. Now, that's the case here today, and if history tells us anything, he's going to rise to the occasion, and he's going to give his team a chance.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And Gunnar Olszewski goes back deep to bring this one back. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go play action here with Dart. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his tight end, that's Johnson. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Noah.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, But how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Throwing again, Dart. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 31-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. It's caught. It's Robinson. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Giants first down.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing. Dart. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 37-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. It's a quick throw over to Samuel.
Johnson's pass complete to Deebo Samuel. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. That one incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately, a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
2nd and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the ground, here's Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He has it complete. A gain there of 11. First down, Giants.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bit of a risky decision there to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, but that's why it's so important that these guys can be active as runners after the catch. It's become a big part of NFL football, and a great example why here.
They'll go to the crowd, and here's Tracy on first down. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Down the sideline, past the 45. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's
a gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. As we are ready to get back underway. Now a handoff, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go. 3rd and short. Here's Dart. Open man, right
side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's made right side. It's Johnson.
Complete to Theo Johnson. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Now Dart for the end zone, but it's batted away. It's incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be marked short of that 1st down. How do you want to play it? They need almost 2 full yards. Decision time, 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2 and no further.
On 1st down here, Mike, you're just hoping to give a little breathing room to your offense. Now, if you do decide to pass the ball, your quarterback's not necessarily dropping back into the end zone. But after getting stopped for no gain, they find themselves on 2nd down in the exact same situation.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Find yourself in a little tricky situation here, Mike, on 3rd down, backed up this close to your own goal line. I think the plan is you got to attempt to pass, but it's got to be short. You don't want your quarterback standing in the end zone very long with the ball in his hand, but this ball needs to come out, hopefully pick up the 1st down, but if not, just buy a little breathing room for your punt team.
The tackle made at his own 5-yard line. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Commanders about to send this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. On the return, Olszewski. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. A carry here for Tracy. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
44-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Giants.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
A 2-yard loss.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Here's Dart. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They'll look to throw here on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. The safety, Javon Holland, coming on the rush that time. Picks up the sack.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made there by Burks. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. They give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Quan Martin is there for the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
24-yard line.
First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That one complete, Devin Singletary.
Complete to Devin Singletary. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Really impressive way to close out this first half. I mean, you think about it, Mike, they come away with points. They leave virtually no time remaining for their opponent to possess the ball. And on top of that, they get the ball first coming out of the break, so they'll get a chance here to double up points if they can have a good opening possession in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep here for Burks. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Olszewski now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. He'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Here comes the jet sweep. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
So, of course, these plays are designed, Mike, to get big gains, but even though that's not the case here, what these plays do is they keep the defense off balance. They match up with their regular traditional run game. They match up with all their pre-snap motions and shifts. So it just adds a little eye candy and makes this defense, the second they take their eyes off the read, if they guess wrong, that's where the big plays come and complement off of it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Dart. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Giants.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Giants will extend their lead. Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. The motion man here is McClure. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
He'll drop to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Third down. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. That's Burks. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. To throw is Dart. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
A play fake. Now Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead.
Commanders nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Third and long. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And the Washington first down.
Run over center, and that's Koski Merritt. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
He'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Singletary.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
It is 3rd and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
And the Giants, first down. First and...
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Out wide, that's Singletary. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Winston. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
To Theo Johnson. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Slayton is the man in motion. He'll try and run for the 1st with Singletary. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Traylon Burks. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. A big play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll throw out of the gun. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Dexter Lawrence getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Moore going in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Now, Gano for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to see what they can do.
At their own 27-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll set up to throw. That pass taken in by McCory. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Back to throw. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Washington.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll find his receiver, Chris Moore. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 35.
A big play there for Washington. 35 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. On the move left.
The quarterback on the scramble.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. He'll drop to throw. That one caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
26. Commanders 7.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Giants.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Deron Payne getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
You work all week on these goal-to-go situations. You got to have it. You've got to take advantage when you're down this close, and not exactly an ideal sequence. Run game stuffed. Then you go to the air, and your protection can't hold up. Now you've got to try to find something here on 3rd and goal, and what was once a promising drive could end up being a bit of a letdown.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here we go. 1 final play. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.